So Diane Abbott has been on the receiving end of the most horrific, violent racist abuse from Frank Hester, who was the biggest Tory donor. Hester, who gave the Tories £10 million last year, made the racist comments back in 2019. A major Tory donor has apologised after reportedly saying MP Diane Abbott made him want to hate all black women and that she should be shot. The Guardian reports that Frank Hester made the remarks about the then Shadow Home Secretary during a 2019 meeting. He also called all his foreign workers together to defend himself against online claims that he had made racist remarks. During this meeting, he said he abhorred racism and told his team their progress would not be based on the colour of your skin, your ethnicity, where your parents are from. However, he also said, we take the piss out the fact that all our Chinese girls sit together in Asian corner. This man clearly cannot help himself. I mean, I love how he says, I'm not racist, I've got foreign workers. It's like the upgraded version of, well, I'm not racist, I've got black friends. And then proceeds to make another racist remark. Now, since the racist comments came to light, a statement was released on behalf of Hester. Frank Hester accepts that he was rude against Diane Abbott in a private meeting several years ago, but his criticism had nothing to do with her gender nor colour of skin. Nothing to do with the colour of her skin. What? I mean, these weren't rude comments. I mean, take the piss out my hair. That's a rude comment. But he literally said she makes him hate all black women and then incited violence against her. And the thing is, Hester will probably be fine because he's a rich, powerful man. He gives money to the party of government. I mean, he's got Tory ministers batting for him. Energy Minister Graham Stewart said Mr. Hester's comments were clearly wrong, but warned against cancelling anyone who has ever said anything. When asked on BBC Radio 4's Today programme if the Conservatives should hand back Mr. Hester's donations, Mr. Stewart said he was not sure. Not surprising. He said, Diane Abbott has suffered horribly on social media. What we need is a politics which shows more kindness and understanding of each other, not the vile polarisation we've seen in which people are denigrated and attacked. Now, cancel culture doesn't exist, but if it did, this is absolutely grounds to cancel someone. I mean, look, Graham Stewart acknowledges that Diane has suffered awful abuse on social media, calls for a kind of politics, and then the most horrific form of racism comes from his party, and he's like, all right, let's calm down. I mean, Hester did a naughty, but let's not punish him. You know, we want our money from our biggest donor. And when money is involved, you know shit ain't getting done. It doesn't matter if the biggest Tory donor says something incredibly awful, something dangerous. It's important not to upset him because, well, he can easily withdraw his donations. The comments from Hester, they're not an outrider. Abbott has faced abuse from all sides. She's faced abuse inside the Labour Party from the Labour right, as we know from the Labour Leagues. And over the years, all we hear is how stupid she is and how bad she is with numbers because of one interview from years ago. I mean, she did something what every single politician does and get the numbers wrong. But the difference is, every other politician gets ripped for like one day. But I still see comments about Diane not knowing how to count and insulting her intelligence, despite this specific interview happening years ago. Diane has been dehumanised. It isn't always racist abuse. But when someone is abused this often, they become fair game and it enables the racist abuse. I think it's so funny to see the people coming out and attacking Frank Hester now when the same people have engaged in the abuse of Diane Abbott historically. Now, we've had it from centrist media pundits who were more than happy to pile in on her when she was in Corbyn's shadow cabinet. Look, they have been part of the abuse campaign Diane has faced her entire career. Now, the Labour Party has responded. This is what the party said on Twitter. Rishi Sunak, return the money your party has been given by Frank Hester. Then they attached the Guardian article. But that's it. There's no statement. There's no mention of Diane Abbott. They also retweeted a clip of Wes Streeting attacking the Tories, calling on them to return the £10 million back to Hester, which they should do. But again, no mention of Diane. Labour are omitting her name. And why is that? Well, that's because the party hasn't stood with their own MPs of colour, whether that's Diane Abbott or Absama Begum. And to be honest, I don't think they even really care about what was said about Diane, but it's good for them as a political attack, so it just feels so cynical to me. These comments are just the tip of the iceberg because underneath is the entire political class happy to watch as Diane Abbott received violent threats and racist abuse for years. Because being a black woman on the left to these people, that means it's far more acceptable. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like and drop a comment. It's good for the algorithm and I'm interested in what you have to say. If you're not already subscribed, please do and hit the notification bell. You can also support this channel by becoming a member for 99p per month. And if you're feeling a little more generous, then you can support us on Patreon for £3 or £5 per month. This channel for a while has been uploading every single day, and it's quite a lot of work that is still voluntary and scheduled around my paid work. But I have so much ambition, expect in the future to see more variety in content, such as interviews and Vox Pops. But I want this to be a fully fledged media organisation where not only is this my full-time job, but to have multiple people working for Turn Left. I like to see a live show in the future, more content that delves into culture, history, and much more. But that can only be done if there's money. So please, if you can, support us in any way that's in your capacity. And thank you to existing members, subscribers, and patrons. See you next time.